Vivek Ramaswamy, who ran for president in the Republican primary, is a pseudo-intellectual of the most annoying kind, and I have a clip for you where the entire bit just kind of falls flat on its face as he went on the PBD podcast to try and explain the Trump trial and, of course, jump through all the mental gymnastics necessary to justify it, where he managed to give a painstakingly stupid explanation as to why this is actually just political persecution and not justice being carried out. So let's take a look at that and then we'll break down what's wrong with it.
What if you had done the exact opposite thing?
Okay,
let's play that out.
Sure.
Then that should mean you did not do something wrong, right? Let's try that on this set of facts. On this set of facts, the basic theory of the case is the prosecution says, in order for them to charge this as a felony, that Donald Trump's payment to Stormy Daniels should have been recorded as a campaign contribution. That's the heart of the case. Without that, they couldn't charge this as a felony. It would only be a misdemeanor that's outlived the statute of limitations. The falsifying business records, it's outside the statute of limitations. It's a misdemeanor, not a felony. The only basis for this being a felony is if there's a different underlying crime, which what they allege is that he made effectively a campaign contribution without it being recorded as such. So now apply my test. If the prosecution says that's the thing you did and it's wrong, imagine you did the exact opposite. What would the exact opposite be? The exact opposite would be Donald Trump using campaign funds to make a personal hush money payment.
Okay, we're going to let him finish before we break this all the way down, but this is hilariously bad. If you don't understand why this opposites litmus test would never hold up in any facet, what he's saying is if you murdered someone with a knife, you should then look at the exact opposite, which would be murdering them without a knife, and thus that would have to be legal, or it would be persecution. If someone robbed a bank and fled the scene, that's illegal. So if you rob a bank and stay on the scene, that's legal. I'll let you resonate with that while he keeps going.
In that scenario, I have no doubt these people would be going after him, and they would have a much stronger case in that scenario. So now think about it. If he did thing A, right? It's just got to break the stuff down. He did thing A, and you said that's wrong. Let's say he did the exact opposite of thing A and did thing B, and you would have an even stronger case for him. Then that means you were going to get him no matter what.
I love the oohs and ahs, like he's making some grand revelation here. The opposite would be just not doing it. It's that simple. And of course, they don't ask him any follow-up questions or provide any pushback to the nonsense he's spewing. The opposite of using campaign finance funds to influence an election is not using funds to influence an election. But he's trying to say the opposite is still doing that, but doing it differently. And he's just also trying to muddy the waters on what's really being charged here. He falsified records by writing checks and even spreading them out to make them look like Cohen's normal income payments while marking them as a legal fee, of which they were not. They were grossed up payments to pay back Cohen for the hush money payment. Grossed up payments cannot be legal fees by definition, and this was in part paid to influence the results of an election. Multiple instances throughout the trial have been showed of Trump saying, we have to cover this up or it'll affect me among women voters. It could sink my campaign. And as you can see here from the penal code for falsifying business records in the first degree, a felony, it's the act of falsifying records with the intent to commit another crime or to conceal the commission thereof, both of which he did. He attempted to conceal by labeling them lawyer expenses and spreading them out like their income, and he did so to interfere with the 2016 election as the intent of another crime that allows this to be charged as a felony and outside of the statute of limitations for a misdemeanor. Vivek at this point is just lobbing softballs and hoping that something sticks as long as he says it confidently enough, and it's not. It's not. It really isn't. If you enjoyed this video, we're Social Society. We're a commentary channel influenced by politics, society, and the economy. We are pretty left-leaning on this channel, but we're open to our right-wingers as well. The biggest thing here is having conversations that get everyone to the bottom of the truth. If that sounds like something that could interest you, consider smashing that subscribe button, leaving us a like, or even commenting on this video. We even have memberships available as low as $3 if you'd like to support, because the only way we become a society is together.